And welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Welcome back to school, and welcome back to episode number 34. Thrilled you are with us. We are talking everything public relations in schools and school districts. We hope you are enjoying the podcast. Really appreciate the support. Believe it or not, summer is pretty much over for all of us. We are back at it, back to school. The energy is great. Loving talking with the students again. We had our first informational meeting for our digital communications internship. That has been amazing. A few podcasts on that, by the way, if you're interested in creating your own communications internship, how you do it. It's non-paid for us. We have about 25, 26 students that work in our public information office, and they help us. They take videos, photos, writing news articles. We have partnerships with our local papers. It's amazing. They help us manage our social media. Plenty of podcasts on that. We have a few sessions on it and have a separate one as well. Our last episode, number 33, was a session from the Arcadia Innovation Summit where my superintendent, Dr. Ben Allenstall, and myself were talking about advocating for transgender students and our journey in Arcadia Unified all the way to ABC 2020 with Diane Sawyer. So that was a great story. We first did that last year at a regional event for CalSPRA, California School Public Relations Association. Several people that were there said we should submit that to CSBA, which is the California School Boards Association annual conference for all school board members in California. We did that and recently learned we got accepted, so we're excited to be doing that. That is December 6th in San Diego. So if you're in California, your school board is headed to CSBA, which I'm sure they are. Send them to our session. It's pretty powerful hearing the story of what we did. Again, you can hear the session on the podcast version in episode 33. But we move forward to welcome back to school ideas, a lot of creative ideas that everyone's doing throughout the country with welcoming back our students and staff. It is such a great feel-good time of year to really get that engagement going. Get more action on social media, share your stories, share your photos, and we've done a lot of fun things in Arcadia that we think are working well to engage our community. We'll share those with you. We'll also share a few others that other people are doing at other districts. I asked for some of those strategies that people are implementing in other schools, and we'll share those with you as well. So we're excited. Episode 34, we have over 4,000 downloads. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, and pretty much any podcasting site where you like to listen. So we are excited to be with you. All right, so the first Welcome Back to School campaign that I want to talk about is our social media campaign, our hashtag campaign that we started 6 years ago, I believe now, 5 or 6 years ago. Hashtag Arcadia First Day. Started off great and has grown ever since. This year we got almost 1,000 photos in our big Arcadia First Day Facebook album, which we shared with everybody. The first day of school is obviously everyone's feeling good. It's kind of, I was thinking about your favorite sports team. You know, you start the season, no games played yet. Everyone has hope, optimism. They're feeling good. Their team's going to win the championship. And with schools, it's even better because that hope and reality and optimism is true throughout the whole year. But everyone's excited to be back at school, most people. And so the other key factor here is that everyone has what? Out the first day of school. Cameras, cell phone, they're taking pictures. So it's an easy kind of communication strategy to really capitalize on what people are already doing, the parents are already doing, teachers are doing it. It's just kind of organizing it in a nice, convenient format and engagement strategy. So what we do the hashtag Arcadia First Day. I've been talking about this for a couple of years. I have a blog about it, and you can find that on ryanprferran.blogspot.com. There's a couple other hashtag campaigns that we have on there. But so I've talked about this for a while. Other districts are implementing it, taking their own version or doing something similar. So what you do, you get the hashtag going, and there's a couple key things that you need to do with the social media hashtag campaign. You can't just get the hashtag, put it on your social media, and kind of let it ride and see what happens. You need to communicate to your students, to your staff, and most importantly to your parents that you're doing it and how they can participate. So we've been doing it for 6 years now, 5 or 6 years, and we still send that email, a follow-up email, and a reminder when we're posting on social media how people can get their photos to you. Because if you just say use the hashtag Arcadia First Day or Your School First Day, you can't always get those photos, especially most parents' primary social media is Facebook, and you're not going to be able to access their Facebook pages. So what we do, we have them send it. We have a separate PR school PIO office email that we use, news@ausd.net. So we give them pretty clear instructions. Feel free to use the hashtag on social media. You can post the photos of your little ones on their first day back to school pics on our Facebook page. You can tweet at us. You can put it on Instagram. But we do mention it's really hard for us to grab the photos. You can do a screenshot, but you lose resolution. But then the most important thing is just email us the photos at news@ausd.net, and we'll add those to our album. So we'll get hundreds of emails with their photos. We'll see them on our social media, and we'll collect them on our Facebook page, which is great. So that's doing several things. It's getting that positivity out there of the school year, the amazing branding of your schools, kids, parents, happy as can be out in front of the school. They're posting it all over their own social media. They're sending it to yours. They're also liking your Facebook page, engaging with it, finding it. We also mention our Twitter, our Instagram, all that sort of stuff. So it really grows your social media, but it's just so positive to share it with your community, how everyone's happy, excited to be back. So it has just been such a great campaign for us. We do it every year. So before school starts, we send out a couple days before. Here's the email, the parents, students, and staff. We send it to our middle school, high school students, and all of our parents throughout the district, elementary included. We give them clear instructions. Here's how to participate. Here's how to get us your photos. The email is probably where we get the most photos. But it's even cool this year. A lot of parents signed up just on Twitter to tweet at us, and now they're on Twitter, they're following us. So that's been great as well. So after the first couple days of school, the emails start to slow down because everyone's in school. For us, we have our high school start on one day, and then our elementary, middle school start on another day. So we actually have 2 first days, so it's kind of great for us. So then after that second or third day, we send a follow-up email. Thank you for participating. Here's a link to the album on our Facebook page that'll already have hundreds of photos in it. And then if you still want to get us your photos, here's how you do it. Send it to our email, Facebook, etc. And then after you send that follow-up email, you'll get a ton more photos back. So the email originally to let people know how to participate is key, and then that follow-up email is also very important because they'll want to be a part of it. Oh, I forgot. Great reminder. Let me send it. And then you also let them know, all about all your Facebook pages and your social media accounts. So it's great. We see it grow every year. Just amazing branding for our community, our district. Everyone's so positive. They're posting all over their personal social media about how excited they are to be back to school in our district. So it is just a win, win, win. And then we're having one of our interns, Kathy. She's amazing. She's putting together a video slideshow of some of the couple hundred of the photos. Again, we'll mention if you haven't got us your photo, you can do that. Here's the Facebook album. So I highly encourage you to do that. Another next level tip is make sure the hashtag is clear and that it's something unique to your district, and you can use it every year. We've been using the same Arcadia First Day hashtag for years. But don't use your acronym. We don't use AUSD First Day. We spell out Arcadia First Day so people know it is us and it's our district. Why don't we use our acronym? Alhambra, Atascadero, Arcata, Arcadia, Azusa, Alameda, Antioch, Alvord. We all have the same AUSD. So you want to be unique. Search it first on Twitter and make sure that it is a good hashtag ready to go and people can identify you and your brand with it. Again, my blog has some more social media hashtag campaigns that you can check out. RyanPRFerran.blogspot.com if you're interested. Another great thing that we do is, most of you do it as well in different school districts, is we have a new educator academy where you welcome your new teachers, your new staff to the district, you give them some training, and you let them know about the district, where they can get support, all that. It's great. Ours is actually 4 days long, but it's great. We do some restorative practices, training, community building, do the typical trainings, and then the past few years, what we've been doing, we're really big in our district about social media. Share your story, engage with your colleagues, use it for professional development. So we found some of our younger teachers actually, you think young, you think social media, but coming out of college, some of their folks in college, professors and whatnot, said, stay off of social media, it's terrible, you don't, et cetera, et cetera. Not everybody, but we saw that a lot of our younger educators not on social media. So we're big on social media, so let's train them in our new Educator Academy. So the past few years, I do with our Public Information Officer, Amber, and some of our coaches as well, a Twitter workshop and social media, show them all of our social media, how we use it, give them some tips, tricks, get them on Twitter. So it's a part of the new Educator Academy right away. We set the expectation, and we tell them you don't need to be on it. If you're uncomfortable with it, no big deal, but this is what we believe in, collaboration through social media. It's been great for us. Here's how to connect with us on social media. If you're running a club, a sports team, you're a coach, etc., here's a great way to publicize your team, your students, and all of that. So we train them right away before even day one, and it's fantastic. As I mentioned, we have a 4-day new Educator Academy, so now actually we do it day one, first half of that day, so they can tweet about things they're learning, practices that they're going through, other educators they're meeting, and then we tell them how they can connect on Twitter with, if they're a 4th grade teacher throughout the district, here's our Twitter list of other staff on there, here's how you can connect with them. So that is great. So we do social media day one, back to school as well. A part of that new Educator Academy we have been doing the past few years, which has been really fun, a fun welcome back idea, is we call it a draft day press conference and welcome. So the past couple of years we've had about 20-something new teachers and educators go through the back to school training, the welcome to the district training, our new Educator Academy. So at the end of it, we have this NFL draft style press conference where we bring out the red carpet, balloons. This year we added a big globe colored light in our boardroom, turn down the lights. I do this cheesy introduction like it's to the Chicago Bulls theme song. And I introduce our superintendent, hype it up, we have some fun. Then I do an introduction for each principal. They come down the red carpet with their draft picks, their new teachers, right? They go to the podium, there's microphones up there. The new teachers sit at the dais where the board sits. Their principal talks about them. They're, with the first pick in the Dana Middle School draft, we are selecting John Smith, teaching 7th grade biology. So it's really fun. They come down the red carpet. The mascots are there. They have walk-up music. They shake the superintendent, Dr. Benalsol's hand, all of our board members' hands. We do photo ops. Our interns are there taking photos. Flash bulbs are popping. So it's a really fun, feel-good moment. Principals give them gifts. There's signing bonuses. And it's really fun. Did a little intro video on that on our YouTube page. I'm trying to put together the entire draft day press conference in a video format. Took about an hour, so I'll try and get that out soon. It was just a fun thing that we do. The new educators seem to really appreciate it. It's a warm welcome, and so I would encourage you to do something like that as well. And if you would like to chat further about that, of course, get in touch with me and I'll give you some more details, kind of send you my template and all of that. I asked for some other ideas from my amazing school PR folks throughout the country and got some cool stuff for Welcome Back to School ideas. Betsy Fuller was saying she's in Ohio at Lakota Local Schools, and they do an ice cream social, invite all the new students and their families that might be new to the district or somebody's connected to the family, so they do ice cream, music, games, all that sort of fun stuff. especially at the early childhood school. So that's one of the things they do. That's always great to have one of those welcome back, donuts with dads or whatever, to get the families there, the new parent in the district, to kind of let them know how welcoming you are. Andrew Hagan, he is in Minnesota. He was saying they do a big yellow bus district orientation event for their incoming kindergartner students to kind of take a 5-minute bus ride. They do the practice, the emergency exit, so that's pretty cool to get the safety in there. And then the families can also get access to their accounts. They practice their lunch pin. They go through that whole kind of orientation process. And they meet the school resource officer, he says, learn about employment opportunities and all that. Then they do some other stuff included in that as well. So that's a nice, fun, engaging way to welcome back the parents, especially the new parents. I think that's really important and a great idea. Have something special and unique for the new families into your district. Jennifer Dureco in Santa Clara Unified, one of our amazing CalSPRA board members, said that she has a hashtag campaign. They started with a multi-screen social media aggregator wall, walls.io. Actually, check out the website. It's really cool. They use that to welcome all their staff back at their welcome back event. And it's kind of, they have a district website widget, shares it with all the staff, families, community, in personalized emails, calls, and newsletter. Walls.io looks pretty cool. The wall was new for us, and people have been really loving it. Already have plans to expand its reach and use for back-to-school engagement next year. So that's really cool. We use something similar to that Jennifer used, TweetBeam, at a couple of our professional development all-staff meetings in our Arcadia Innovation Summit. So it's kind of similar. You put it up on the big screen, and it'll take all of the tweets and hashtag mentions that you kind of monitor or want to put in there in a nice collage that kind of pop in and out. You can see the different staff members and families or whoever that was tweeting at you. It'll pop up and encourages them to tweet, and it's kind of a cool way to engage with the community and whoever your audience is. So that's really cool. Thank you, Jennifer, and everyone for your ideas. We also, on our social media, you can't have too much fun on social media, being silly and all that sort of stuff, but the past couple of years found this funny photo of two parents out in the street, kind of in these lounge chairs, cheersing a glass of orange juice, as in the background their kids are getting on the bus as they're going back to school. Summer's over, the parents get the house back. So we posted that too, just kind of a fun thing, saying, hey parents, how are you feeling? And that actually did really well on social media because the parents are celebrating their kids back to school and out of the house again. So we also did that, and it was just kind of a fun, took 30 seconds to do it, and really got some great engagement and some laughs from our community and parents. They appreciated it. So that was fun. On my blog, I also have a blog called 4 Unique and Easy Ideas to Increase Social Media Engagement. So I talk a lot about some of those easy things that you can do that really increase engagement, that don't take a lot of time, but you'll get a lot of good reactions and reach from it. So you can check that out as well. Other ideas I've seen throughout school districts throughout the country is when the kids are coming back, they kind of put out the red carpet. One of our schools did this a couple of years ago too. I think a lot of them still do it. They line the red carpet with staff. The kids are coming in for the first period. They're getting high fives. Some districts are dressing up in Star Wars characters, Disney characters. They have a photo booth out there. Really fun. I saw one district in my School Communications Pro discussion page. By the way, if you're not in that in Facebook, look for School Communications Pros discussion page. It's a private Facebook group. There's, I think, over 400 or 500 school PR folks from around the country in it. 500 actually, more. Over 500 in that group. Join that page. It's such a great resource. I've been enjoying it for sure. And so I saw this one idea. Some of our staff and students kind of do it a little bit throughout the high school, where they'll do these inspirational messages in chalk art. We have a couple of big chalkboards in our high school, and they'll really cool, fun messages that inspire people as you walk by. and teachers have them on the classroom doors. But I saw one district, I forget where it is, where from the superintendent, I think, they kind of challenged the staff to do chalk art throughout the campuses to do these inspirational things all over the campus. And that seemed like a great idea that maybe we'll be implementing more and could be good for your district. Chalk art cleans up, fun, easy, and the kids walk up, see it right away, and just a really welcome back kind of fun, high energy sort of thing to do that's not too hard. Another district I saw printed out, the picture frames where these parents are getting very elaborate with their cool little chalkboards, and it'll say, first day of school, first grade, age 6, Miss Smith's class, and then you see them throughout the years. So one district actually sent out a frame with their district logo on it to kind of do the branding and marketing. I thought that was a really good idea, especially for those of us doing those first day campaigns. In that initial email you send to parents, you can include the little frame that says, welcome back to school, put your school district, and then have little spaces they can fill in for student name, grade, year, and all that sort of stuff. So I thought that was a great idea. Another thing we did this year and 2 years ago, we took a year off, we hosted a Twitter chat for our district, #Arcadia Chat, which was kind of cool. So we had a lot of people from our district participate and a couple people outside of our district jump on. So we talked about welcome back to school. So what are you doing this year that's new? What are a new resource that you found that you would recommend to others? How are you engaging students and building culture and community in your classroom? That was really cool to see some of those answers. So we hosted a Twitter chat, put together the questions, sent it out to all of our staff, put it on social media, and that was kind of a fun way to engage. I think we did that a week after we were back, and that's something you can do as well, is host your own Twitter chat. Get your teachers on there, invite others, and get great engagement that way as well. Back to school videos, those are still really popular. Saw some great ones this year. Superintendent, staff getting involved. Always fun to be vulnerable. You see your superintendent a little bit goofy. Some of your teachers that may be more serious, they're having fun in there. Saw really good ones this year. You can check those out. They're all over Facebook, YouTube. So that's something you can do that is pretty fun. I've seen some great PR departments do them. Some school districts will outsource them. They do take a lot of work. Everyone thinks the answer to everything is a video, but they do take some work. But we've done some at the high school. Lip dubs were big a few years ago. Students did a great job with some of those, and so now there's different variations of those. But that's a fun way where you can kind of include staff, you can include students in your videos and do a welcome back. So if your superintendent or your board normally does a welcome back letter, maybe this year or next year consider doing a welcome back video, having some fun. One of my other podcasts, recent podcasts, is with Dr. Andy Jacks, a principal in Virginia. This guy is amazing. I highly encourage you to listen to that. One thing he does in his videos is he involves the students at the school. So that is just a really fun, easy way to get student engagement. The parents love to see it. The kids are a part of it. He's building culture and community with the students. So I would encourage you to listen to that podcast, but more importantly, encourage you to use your students in those videos as well to increase that engagement and really make those videos pop. And who doesn't love to see the kids interacting with the principal, superintendent, and teachers and all that sort of stuff. So that is another great idea as well. All right, guys, if you have any other ideas about welcome back to school, getting that excitement, that positivity up, capitalizing on it, getting your brand out there, let me know, comment, hit me up on Twitter, all that fun stuff. And I would love to hear from you. Appreciate those who weighed in, Betsy, Andrew, and Jennifer, for your ideas. Very good. Some of them, the welcome back ideas are big, grand out there. Some of them, you're doing year after year and just really helps with everything you're trying to do is create the momentum for the year. So it's fun, and I hope you got some good ideas that you can implement in your district. If you have any questions, reach out to me. And again, this is episode 34. We have 3 others on the podcast, all about school PR communications. We have several interviews on there with some experts from around the country. We talk a lot about crisis communications, social media engagement, media relations, all that sort of stuff. A lot about schools, but it also translates to anything public relations, small business, government agencies, and all that. So thanks for the support, everyone. We appreciate it. Tune back in. We'll have another episode coming soon. This is, maybe season 3. Not sure what it is, but that is episode number 34 in the books. Keep telling those stories, celebrating your students, staff, and public education. It is paying off. Appreciate everything you guys do, and we will talk to you soon.